This is former TNA World Champion Raven, and you're listening to TNA Cross the Line podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And don't cross the line. Or do cross the line. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to, you're not supposed to. I don't know. Whatever. You get it.
TNA Wrestling. Cross the line.
And we're back with episode 319 of the TNA Cross the Line podcast. I am Bob Colling Jr. and with me as always is Dallas Gridley. And Dallas, last week's episode, and I'm not even being sarcastic, was quite eventful. We have found out quite a bit that is going down for Bound for Glory, which is 4 weeks away now. And well, I'm sure we'll go through it all. But also, we had two, I guess you could say, official debuts. Number one, we saw Judias Mesias finally physically appear in person. We saw him in video packages, vignettes, and pulling people under the ring, but we only saw his arms. We didn't see his whole face or figure or anything. But maybe even more importantly than Judias Mesias coming in, the legendary Junior Fatu is here in TNA, and he is squaring off against Christian Cage on this edition of iMPACT. Dallas, you and I both enjoyed last week's episode. We're actually pretty pumped for Bound for Glory, but I don't know if I'm more pumped up for Bound for Glory or if I'm more pumped up for Junior Fatu in iMPACT, likely ending Christian Cage's undefeated streak before Bound for Glory.
Well, I know that Junior Fatu is here, and he's going to make a difference in the ratings, and I'm super excited about that. First off, I can't wait to see him against Christian. And let me just say, if it's the last time I see him, then it'd be okay. It'd be definitely okay. But that all being said, we know so much about Bound for Glory. I'm so excited. And now we have to sit through 4 more shows before we can enjoy that pay-per-view. But that's okay. It's really okay. We are going to get through this together, and we're going to have a good time, like we always do.
Great. Now, Now, before we get into anything, I'm just going to kind of catch everybody up on where Junior Fatu has been.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Now, I feel like we may have talked about him before whenever, like, Scotty 2 Hotty or Brian Christopher was brought up. He might have been kind of de facto mentioned, but not, like, main focus. So, he has not been on national television in a wrestling match capacity since, let's see here. This would have been airing on April 22nd, 2004, when, along with Sky Zuhadi, they lost the tag team titles to Charlie Haas and Rico on SmackDown. So he had departed from there in April. That's shortly after WrestleMania 20, in case anybody's wondering. Now, he has wrestled for a variety of promotions. AAA. He's had a couple matches. And Hustle. And he wrestled for IWA Puerto Rico a few times. That was just in 2004. In 2005, he did some AAA, some Hustle again, and then IWA, and then other lower ones. However, he has been, I guess you could say, loosely associated with TNA. Premiered on 2 UWF TNA shows back in March of 2006, where he teamed up with Ron Killings to defeat Bill Bain and Shannon Moore, and then also again Bill Bain and Mountie Brown in both of those. In 2007, before his debut here, he has also competed for the UWF. He, I think, is undefeated. Well, no, he lost a 3-way that saw Scott Steiner defeat Eric Young and Rikishi. He wrestled Eric Young. He teamed up with D'Lo Brown to defeat Diamonds in the Rough. And then a throwaway, like six-man tag where he teamed up with Team Mackinton again to defeat Jake Manning and Diamonds in the Rough. So, for the most part, he has not, I guess you could say, been a major fixture in the landscape of professional wrestling for at least almost 3 years. And here
It's
he
really
is
interesting.
arriving in TNA. Thanks to Jim Cornette.
Thank God. Well, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. I wonder. I mean, I guess just because he's like a name, they were like, maybe we should try this out and just bring him in. I don't know. I guess I personally don't see the thought process here. I mean, does him and Christian have like a big history that they would, play off of? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think that really, for the most part, they're tying in the Samoan aspect of Joe
thing, yeah.
And like they kind of mentioned that, like, oh, speaking of Samoan, here's Junior Fatu.
Right.
So, he's got, like we said, he's got the name recognition. People are gonna know who he is. So, just throw him out there, I guess.
Well, we will see how it goes. I guess that's that. Let's do a quick rundown. What were you gonna say?
No, you're good. I was just gonna say
okay.
I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped about Junior Fatu.
Right, as you should be. Let's do a quick rundown on what happened on the last episode of Impact. I have some ratings and some quarter-hour breakdowns, I believe, and a few notes before we get into today's episode. So, as we already noted, a lot of stuff happened before even any action started. We saw Christian that he was preparing to call out Matt Morgan, and he's not done with Samoa Joe. He already confirmed it. We saw Kurt Angle attack Sting after Sting was confronting his wife about lying at No Surrender. And then Black Rain defeated Shark Boy in exactly 1 minute. He then went on to unmask Shark Boy after he hit him in the head with Darkness Falls or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's Darkness Falls.
Okay. And then he put the rat in, or Misty the rat in the mask, went to put it on him, but Eric Young saved his tag team partner, put a towel over his head so you couldn't see his identity.
Mm-hmm.
Really crazy stuff. Then we saw Christopher Daniels defeat Jay Lethal. Yes, the X Division champion, the new X Division champion who just beat Kurt Angle 4 days prior to that in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. It was a pretty solid match, though. It was pretty good. It was just a questionable decision, probably there.
Yeah.
Especially knowing, which I guess I don't remember if they announced it after or before, knowing that Triple X is fighting LAX in the Ultimate X, that decision makes even less sense to me.
Well, I think it was announced after.
Was it announced after?
I think it was announced after that match. Well, why would that be more weird?
Because I figure, to me, if Daniels pins your champion, that's the number one contender. They should fight at Bound for Glory.
But the Ultimate X is just a tag team match.
Oh, it's
It's LAX against Triple X.
There's 2 members of LAX.
Right.
Yeah. Never mind.
And there's 3 in Triple X, so then the other 2 would.
Okay, we need to take a timestamp. We're gonna edit this in. No.
That's what I was like,
okay.
what are we talking about?
No,
I don't know. I don't know. Are they wrestling for a number one contendership for the tag titles in Ultimate X? I don't know that.
It's a
part.
great
What are they
question.
fighting for?
That's a great question.
Are they just climbing ropes for the fun of it, and like whoever gets to the middle and rings a bell wins or something?
Also, not for nothing, but LAX, they did an Ultimate X before, and as we know, Hernandez can't really do that.
That's right.
That was the whole story going into it.
AJ and Daniels, yeah.
Maybe I'd be less upset if they also like threw in the machine guns or something. Two guys that we know can like really show off in Ultimate X. They could still do it.
They could, for sure. If they did a 3-team Ultimate X with LAX, Triple X, and Morrissey machine guns, that'd be cool now. But again, what are we fighting for? They haven't really. I don't think they've said like, oh, this is for this purpose.
No, I don't think they did. Which, we'll figure it out. And then the last match that happened on our last episode was Abyss putting his career on the line. For some reason, in a 6 sides of steel cage match, but you could only win by submission. And if Kurt Angle made him submit, well, that's it. Put his career on the line. It's a rematch for No Surrender, non-title at that. But that is when, as Bob noted, Judias Mesias made his official debut and attacked Abyss and sliced up his arms with pieces of glass and kind of left him for dead. That match ended at a no contest at 11 minutes, 55 seconds, by the way. So, now that you're caught up on that episode of Impact did a 1.12 rating with a 0.78 in males 18 to 34 and a 0.79 in males 18 to 34. Sorry, did I say that right? 18 to 49 and 18 to 34? That sounds weird.
It would be 18
Should it be
34 and then 34 to 49 or something?
This is Alvarez, so I'm blaming him for making
the age demographic is not going to be 35 years. It'd be 18.
It's 18 to 30. Whatever. 18 to 35, isn't it usually?
Something like that. And then you have like 36 to whatever.
I'm scrolling up to my other one from last week. 18 to 34 and then 35 to 49. So that's probably the order we're supposed to be going in.
Yeah.
18 to 35. So that's the 0.7. It doesn't matter. They're 1 point off. It's almost identical. It got 1.5 million viewers, and the quarter hours were 1.27, then a 1.08, 0.99, and a 1.07. And Alvarez notes that it was a good number. So you didn't do too bad. So there we go.
That was for last week's.
That was for last week's episode. That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, and it was good. It was a good show.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
He actually, I skipped over this, and I'm not going to read it right now. I'll read it after, and I can do some follow-up if needed. But he actually makes this huge write-up, Dave Meltzer, about 3 of the matches they added for Bound for Glory, including that Ultimate X match, the women's gauntlet match, and such like that. But I skipped over it because I usually try to avoid any kind of spoilers that are talking about matchmaking. So I'll have to follow back up with this in case there is anything that will be necessary, but we'll come back to that if we need to. Other notes that I have for you. One actually does include the women, but we'll get to that momentarily. Now, several TNA wrestlers. This is not good, Bob, by the way. Several TNA wrestlers, including Homicide, Hernandez, Sanjay Dutt, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, have all talked about leaving. That ain't good. Management has asked all of them to stay until the 2-hour show starts, saying that they'll get more television time at that point. Now, a few of them were interested in working in Japan. It's also questionable how long Ron Killings will be staying, because he's only committed through the Pacman Jones angle, which we've known for a while is planned to end at Bound for Glory, because that's when his contract expires. Jeff Jarrett is going to make another play with the Tennessee Titans to allow Jones to wrestle and actually do something at Bound for Glory. If Jones is allowed to wrestle, believe it or not, there's at least a decent shot that they would extend his deal. If he's not allowed to wrestle, I don't see an extension of the deal, and then it ends at that Bound for Glory show, which could potentially be the end for Ron Killings as well.
Right. Well, there's no way they're going to let him wrestle.
What do you mean?
There's no way. What could Jeff possibly, if they already said no, from the beginning. What could Jeff possibly say that it would work? You know what? I know what he could do.
What's that?
I know what he could do. He's like, hey, Titans, I got a great idea for a halftime show. I have a babysitter named Taylor. And Taylor Swift, if you have to know her full name. She's pretty good at singing. And she could be like halftime entertainment. I think she's going to be a mega star. This will be great for you guys. Get in the middle of that. Hook you guys up. Just let me have Pacman wrestle for like 15 minutes. It'll be fine.
Could you imagine if Jeff Jarrett got Taylor Swift to appear on TNA in 2007?
Here's the thing. In hindsight, I'm stunned that he didn't do something. I mean, she doesn't even get any level of publicity for many, many years, right? I mean,
I think a little bit, but she doesn't super break out for a little bit.
See, that's the thing. I don't know. If there was any window,
I don't even know how to look it up though.
Well, you just go to Wikipedia and you type in Taylor Swift.
Well, I did that.
Shit.
But...
Her first album was, I think, I typed in Taylor Swift, and one of her first albums was 2006.
Yeah.
Right? This whole shit, dude. Yeah, he had no shot.
That's what I mean. It's too close.
Oh my god, dude.
That doesn't mean she blew up in 2006, though.
I don't know, man. She went fucking 7 times platinum in 2006. Well, then she went diamond in 2008. Okay, so she's been huge forever.
Wait, it went that crazy right away?
Yeah. She sold almost 6 million. She had almost 6 million sales for her first album, which is just titled Taylor Swift. And that was released on October 24th, 2006. So there was no chance for even a Bound for Glory appearance. She went mega huge, instantly.
Well, sorry, Jeff.
Oh my God, I've never seen so many. I mean, she never had one bad record.
Pretty impressive.
Holy shit. Yeah,
well,
no, no wonder she's a billionaire.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of women in TNA wrestling, there is some rumors of who some of the people in the women's gauntlet at Bound for Glory could potentially be. 4 out of 5 of them.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Her cousin, also named Taylor Swift for some reason.
It'd be great.
No,
I'm surprised.
Right now,
I'm surprised that Jeff never went to Taylor Swift to try to purchase TNA.
That'd be fucking insane.
Hey, Taylor, we're family basically. You have so much money that you wouldn't even know if you were missing a couple million. Let me just buy my company back.
It's insane.
Could you imagine Taylor Swift is the fucking owner of TNA Wrestling and Destination America? I'd be like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's about the time that it probably would have happened too.
Or for sure.
That or Pop.
I was gonna say Pop, yeah. Pop would be more fitting probably for her genre or whatever.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Okay, so 4 of the 5 new women at this point look to be Angel Williams, ODB, Amazing Kong, or was she going by Amazing Kong here? That's what he wrote, but it's awesome.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then we'll say Amazing Kong. And Shelly Martinez, otherwise known as Ariel in WWE or ECW. There was no play made for Sarah Stock, who is Dark Angel in CMLL. So we talked about her, I believe, last week. They were deciding not to do that. Now, they were just looking for 5 new people to fill the 5 new spots, as opposed to having an idea to find or create a new female star. And if that's the case, no point in flying someone in from Mexico City. Now, the other 5 in the match will be your regulars. We could have guessed these, right? Jackie Moore, Gail Kim, Ms. Brooks, Christy Hemme, and Roxy Laveau.
Okay.
So, makes sense. One would suspect either Kim or Moore is the likely winner of this match. Kim is generally regarded as the person that they would like to build the women's division around as the top babyface. So the decision would be that if they wanted to get the belt on her first or have her chase it if they were going to do that. To me, battle royals to end up doing that is lame. That's what Dave says. He doesn't like trying to create a title or a division over a battle royal. There's no need to rush it. Plus, you can introduce new wrestlers, get the title over more by having it on the new weekly features when going 2 hours. So we're building up a division, and we're doing it with a battle royal.
Who cares? I like that. You get a champion. First of all, I hate the trope of a tournament. We've had too many tournaments in the history of TNA wrestling to begin with. So just get it over with in a tournament, and you have all these debuts on a pay-per-view that you will then be like, oh, hey, these are new people. That's kind of cool. Whatever.
Yep.
My mindset as a fantasy booker, that's what I've been doing for a long time. Fantasy booking 101, me. I would always have the face chase the championship. Always chase it. So Gail wouldn't win in my world. You pick whatever heel, and she can chase after the belt, and then she eventually win it when the time's right. And then quickly lose it, and then chase it again.
And then chase it again. Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's the Sting syndrome. Fans love him, and he wins the title, and they're like, but we liked it better when you were like chasing after. So then you lose it, and you chase. That's where your money. The money's always in the babyface chasing, typically.
I do not disagree.
There's definitely exceptions to that, but for the most part.
Did you know that? Well, I'm not going to go into it. We're going to talk about it when all these people debut. I was just looking up. I didn't know what Awesome Kong did before this, but we'll talk about it once we. I
don't know if I did either. She wasn't in the fucking Jimmy Hart thing, was she?
No, not that I just saw really quick.
Russell-licious or whatever.
No. But also speaking of women who may be coming in, there's another name, a very popular name, who there's some rumors about. What'd you say?
Lita.
No, that's actually really interesting though, because I wonder what. Maybe Lita was. She was retired by now, right? 2007.
2007. Oh yeah. She had stopped. September of 2006?
Because we were hearing rumors for a little bit about that, but
I'm pretty sure. So now here's the thing: my timeline is her and Edge were a unit. That would have been 2005. It has to be, I think, the fall of 2006 is when she eventually leaves. I think.
I was trying to look up super quick, but nothing's ever quick when you. I
can fill the airtime. So if I had to guess, it was Unforgiven 2006, Canada, her and Trish.
For the first time, I think Bob's really wrong. So at Survivor Series, Lita had her last match before retirement where she lost the title against Mickie James.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't know that.
It's really disappointing, Bob.
Yeah.
But it does look like she returns to the ring. Oh, in 2017. That don't count. That's way later.
That doesn't count.
She appears at that UWF show, but she's a referee, so.
Yes.
Oh, wait. The following day, she made her in-ring debut to team up with Jerry Lynn against Austin Starr and Christy Hemme.
Okay.
And then she's another referee. So she has that match randomly. But that's it until she returns in 2017.
So that's how I knew she was available, because she was on the UWF show.
She does return and teams up with. That's not a match though. Really interesting. I don't know. It's pretty interesting.
In this time frame, I mean, she doesn't wrestle for many years.
Right. Because you would have thought that she'd be like a we gotta get her. If we're starting a division, let's get Lita. But she's not wrestling.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm not even gonna try to make you guess who this is because I feel like you're not going to right away.
I could maybe figure this out.
Okay, I'll give you a guess.
Ivory.
Nope.
Okay.
We're
Is it
not
a
building.
former WWE superstar?
Yep.
China.
Nope.
Not Sable.
Nope.
Medusa. No. It would be a little
Nope.
under Blaze. Oh my god. Oh, wait.
I feel like you're
Molly
a fan
Holly.
of this.
Molly
No.
Holly. Victoria.
No.
I'm a fan of hers?
If you're not, I'd be freaking shocked.
Shaniqua.
Nope. There's a big one you're missing, dude.
Ah, fuck. Okay, wait. So it'd be like, is it like Ruthless Aggression era?
Yeah.
Jazz.
Nope.
Oh, I thought for sure it was Jazz.
That'd be sick if it was Jazz, dude.
Jazz would be so good, dude.
Jazz would be
and like
so
Awesome
good.
Kong, that'd be awesome.
Ugh.
Fuck. Okay. There isn't even that many women that were wrestling. In
I know.
WWE
That's
at
why I
that
can't
time. Like,
believe.
how am I missing this? Okay.
Well,
there's
she's
Trish.
certainly.
It's not Trish.
No, it's not Trish.
Okay.
It's
so you got
certainly
Trish,
not someone that you think
Lita.
about their in-ring work first. Put it that way.
Stacy Keibler.
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay. Trish. Lita. Nydia.
Nope. That's a good guess, though.
Trish, Lita. Jazz. Molly Holly. Victoria. Jacqueline's already there.
Mm-hmm.
Ivory wasn't one.
Nope.
Christy Hemmy's there. Oh my god. I wouldn't necessarily think of her in-ring skills.
I
Really?
certainly don't.
You certainly don't. So that must mean she's hot. Ori Wilson's not one.
Nope.
Who the fuck am I missing? I give up. I don't know. I can't think.
Well, it's Dawn Marie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't consider her a wrestler, so I don't think I would have thought of that.
Well, that's why it's kind of like on that edge, right? Well, apparently she is talking with TNA, and she's trying to get back into in-ring shape because she just had a kid pretty recently. She's almost 37 at the time, which, if you ask people in 2007, is probably just way too old to be a woman in wrestling. But anyway, there may be some personal issues there because her ex-boyfriend, Pat Kenny, is an agent. And apparently that's just the tip of the iceberg, it says. Because Dixie Carter, Dawn Marie, they've been friends ever since WWE fired Dawn Marie while she was pregnant. And at the time, the talk was that if she wanted to return, that she would have a job in TNA. And Dave notes that the firing while pregnant, which I believe is still the subject of ongoing legal action, is still a hard one to believe all these years later.
Okay, let me clarify. Dawn Marie did wrestle in WWE. She had a couple matches with Tori Wilson. Predominantly, she was a manager. She also murdered Al Wilson by having too much sex with him in 2002. But
well, this is why I said you don't normally think of her in-ring work.
yes, right. And then she did it. I think she maybe wrestled a few times in ECW as well. But for me, this is not like a Christy Hemme thing where Christy Hemme actually had substantial amount of wrestling matches that I just was not aware of.
Right.
Dawn Marie, to me, has always been a manager. I think this is a little misleading, this news, because number one, from my understanding, is that Dawn and Pat Kenny, Simon Diamond, even though they split up, they had remained like best friends. Like they were like really good friends.
See,
even post split. That's my understanding.
Good context.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that there was no bad blood there or anything. I don't know if Dawn Marie coming into TNA as a wrestler would be a good idea. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that she's 37 or anything, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like TNA tries to be more like work rate based, and that she certainly doesn't have that aspect.
Well, so I wonder too, like, it's reported she's trying to get back into shape after having a kid. Maybe it's not to be in ring. I don't know.
No, right. And let me tell you, she was smoking hot. I mean, I'm 36, and she probably would kill me for having too much sex, let alone Al Wilson being in his 70s.
She really did him dirty.
Yeah, I mean, there was another thought I had, and I can't remember it. But, yeah, so if she were to come in as like a personality or whatever, I mean, she could maybe do something similar to what like Jackie Gata did for the brief time that she was there until she got pregnant. Oh, it was the pregnant thing I was thinking about. I think that ends up getting settled out of court, which usually means like, hey, we did do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So, I mean, I can even, I guess, look it up kind of quickly here.
Dude,
but
I can't believe you just name dropped Jackie Gata from her time in TNA, and that is like so far over my head right now that I forgot it happened.
Well, right. I mean, remember that whole thing was, it could have even been in reference to Dawn Marie, because like she ends up leaving. I don't think, did they mention that she was pregnant?
Yeah, I think they actually might have.
Yeah, and then like she never like came back.
Right.
So it could have very well been the case.
The Dawn Marie case was settled in late 2007, by the way, so we're pretty close to around that time.
Right. So also context. So Dawn Marie was released on July 6, 2005, while on maternity leave.
That's fucking bad.
Kind of a smoking gun.
That's bad. Very bad.
A little bit. Yeah.
Well, I like Dawn Marie. And I would not be sad if she showed up.
Dude, as a vixen on SmackDown, phenomenal. And then even in ECW, when she was like doing her ditzy, like her feud with Francine, and she was being all like ditzy, and her name was Tammy Lynn Bitch instead of Tammy Lynn Sitch.
No, that's funny. I don't know if I knew that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, no,
I just know that
there's value there for sure.
Dawn Marie, the storyline with Tori Wilson might have been the first one where I had my hand on the clicker in case someone walked in the room.
Dude, yeah.
That's like, I can't be seen watching this. This could be really bad.
I remember, I think it was Armageddon 2002 when they're like,
"Oh yeah,
we're gonna go to the hotel." I was like, I cannot wait to get this VHS tape. And
yeah.
I was like getting ready. I was like, let me see this shit. And it's also an unrelated Dawn Marie, but another one. I think it's Judgment Day 2003 when Tori's got this fucking skin covered bikini, and I was like, oh my god, you just saw her naked.
Okay, really quick before we move on and talk about TNA again. Back in the day when Media Play was around, throwback, we went there. And my ass saw that Judgment Day DVD on the shelf, knowing damn well what's on it. And I was like, Mom, I gotta see Shawn Michaels versus Kevin Nash. Or whoever. Or is it Triple H or Kevin Nash? I can't remember.
Triple H and Kevin Nash. Yeah,
Triple H or Kevin Nash. I gotta see it. I know what was on the I knew what I was doing.
On the flip side of that, like on the opposite end of the spectrum, a long time ago, when I got Royal Rumble 2000, I was like, oh, this is going to be a great show. Unaware of the Mae Young incident.
Oh, unaware.
Unaware of it.
Wow.
And then also unaware that her breasts would sag past the censor line to where you would see it.
It's fucking insane.
I needed a palate cleanse, so thank
That's
God Triple H
fucking
and
insane,
Cactus
dude.
Jack destroyed each other, so I could erase that from my memory.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh yeah, and the Brock versus Big Show was such a match. I was looking at
Stretcher
the
match, yeah.
thing. I knew what I was buying that for. It wasn't the matches, put it that way.
No.
I knew that. Although at the same time, I might have also bought the Divas Undressed competition DVD at the same time, which is just Tor Wilson and lingerie on the cover, and my grandma thought that it was like a porno DVD. And my mom was like, nah, they wouldn't put that out there like that, and then let me buy it. So, shout out to mom being a real one.
No, they
Okay.
wouldn't put it out there like that.
She's like, nah, because it was in the wrestling section. So she's like, nah, they ain't getting naked in it.
Right.
I remember that's my media play memories. Okay, I have two more notes before we get into the show. Dixie Carter did a rare interview on TNA Today this past week, which is a daily 12-minute internet hype show that the company produces themselves, and focused on the 2-hour show, saying that one of the changes will be more long matches, so they'll have longer matches on TV, and more focus on developing personalities. She said the 42-minute format didn't allow them to fully showcase that they have the best wrestling talent. They also pushed in graphics, the 11:15 to 11:17 shows in Israel, as well as pushed the Midway video game that comes out early next year, which they said was going to be the best fighting game on the market. The video game is potentially a big one as first company growth, both as a major new revenue stream, because WWE does make a killing on their video games, and also in exposing new fan base to their stars. There is light at the end of the tunnel as they can tour profitability, because they do well in merchandise first time in most markets. So when they do tours, people are buying a lot of good merchandise. The TV in 2 hours is a completely different animal than one. So the constant rush factor should be gone. This is Dave, I just hope the storylines improve, because with all these positive factors, I don't see positive momentum. So
Okay.
we will see what happens.
So I never really thought the video game thing be a major like development, but then like over the years, I've met a lot of people whose only interaction with wrestling has been through the video games.
I mean, that's a fair point. I think even my initial introduction to wrestling was a video game.
Right. So I believe that. I mean, I've met, I would say, more than a handful of people who are like, yeah, my favorite wrestler is Rey Mysterio, and it's because of the video game. And I'd be like, you've never seen him wrestle? And they'll be like, no.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Which is just crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's really interesting. I will say, I don't know if Bob, if you've played the TNA video game. I'm sure we'll talk about it releases too again, but I really liked it. It plays different than the WWE games, especially the ones at the time. But I think it's a pretty fun game, and I still think it holds up. And you can do an Ultimate X match with Sting, so how fun is that?
That's funny. No, I've never played the TNA video game. I've never played the AEW video game.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we gotta get together soon and play both. Honestly, playing the TNA game with you would be a ton of fun. That'd be a blast.
I never once played it.
It's actually funny thinking about. So it comes out in early 2008. They're saying, which I honestly couldn't remember.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it comes out much later. Apparently, it might come out in September. September 2008.
Yeah, September. Yeah.
Okay. Not to talk too much about the video game, but the Sting in the video game is from Bound for Glory 2006. Like, that's the gear he's in.
I have seen that, yeah.
And it's actually technically not. I don't think it's technically accurate. I think it's more of like the one that he wore on like an episode of Impact. Like super random. Okay, I gotta close this. I'm about to pull that game out, dude. I'm about to play tonight. Just kidding, I'm not doing that tonight. But
It's a PS3 game, right?
I have it on PS2. I didn't have the PS3 version at the time.
PS2. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I got the PS2 version. I'm pretty sure, at least. I'd have to dig it up and find out for sure. But
Interesting.
yeah. My final note before we get into today's show, and then I'll have a couple more for you. With all the TV having been taped for the remaining 1-hour shows, which is technically we are the second today out of 3, the booking committee would now be working on scripting the first 2 weeks of 2-hour shows that will be taped on October 1st and October 2nd. And so he kind of goes on to talk about this a little bit, right? So he says, the saying, the IFL is just the latest proof of it. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. They need to come out of the blocks strong, some sort of a revamped look, strong matches, a championship match, and if at all possible, a new signing significance are likely all among the things in discussion in a perfect world. Now, the thing is, the easiest star that they could probably get on the show as a newcomer, which you're going to laugh because of that part, is Scott Hall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Who apparently wants to make a comeback and is in shape, but the timing couldn't be worse. And the track record from the past indicates long-term it doesn't do you much good. Now, one idea talked about is if Jeff Jarrett can pull off the negotiations, push the show around Jones's first television match. But to me, or Dave Meltzer, the window of anyone caring about Jones in TNA is over. While there were a few papers that picked up on his winning the tag team titles, the fact is that his name means little, meant nothing for ratings, and gives the company a negative connotation at a time that they'd be best served trying to specifically position themselves as an alternative to the current sleazy pro wrestling public perception. So now we were throwing around fun names last week, and this week we're like, hey, Scott Hall could come back.
Yeah, I mean, I like Scott Hall.
Oh, so do I.
But, I mean, how many times are you putting your hand on a fucking stove that's fucking bright red?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And I'm sure he shows up again. I'm sure of it.
You think he shows up again? You think so, really? I don't know.
I know he does out of our timeline, obviously.
I don't know if he does or not.
I would be stunned if he doesn't. I'd be stunned.
Well, the way they're talking about it, you'd think he's coming, well, apparently in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, dude, it's like literally right there for the Outsiders in Team 3D. You do it.
It's right there, right in front of us.
Right there. The Outsiders and Steiner Brothers. The 10-year anniversary. Great. Right there. Right there. Just waiting.
Well,
Might as well, you know
find
what? If you're getting Booker T, potentially, give Stevie Ray a call. We can just make it the entire WCW late 90s tag team division.
Wouldn't be the worst thing.
I would say Public Enemy, but unfortunately, I think they're both dead. Who else? We got Meg and Barbarian, right? We can just throw them out there. Who cares? Barry Windham.
Can we get the American Mals?
Buff. Buff still has both limbs. We have both his legs. We have Buff and we got Scotty.
God.
Scotty Riggs can go out there and do it. Yeah, dude. Like, you know what I'm doing. This is perfect.
Total nonstop action thunder. Let's go.
It's like a Saturday night. What's High Voltage up to? Get Kenny Chaos and Robbie Rage out there. Great. Disco's not busy. You get Disco and Alex Wright, the Dancing Fools.
No, please no. Please no.
Yeah.
No, thank you, dude.
I think it's riveting. I think it's perfect.
I don't like what you're saying now. Now you've gone too far.
You've gone too far. It wasn't the fact that Buff has both his legs. That was too far. It was the fact that I went with. I'm in that direction.
Yeah, I mean, not ideal. Well, that all being said, let's get into the September 20th, 2007 episode of Impact.
Let's watch some Impact, baby. All right, September 20th, 2007. If you want to watch along with us, go to TNA Plus, or if it's in your own personal collection, that'll do it too. The approximate runtime for our version is 42 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm going to count down from 3, and when I say play, that is when our watch along will begin. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
TNA. We are wrestling.
Shark
Oh, no,
Boy
we're
murdered.
That's so messed up, dude. Oh, yes, Matt Morgan. Going to be the special referee at Bound for Glory. It's our special enforcer.
Right. So that means he's on the floor. He's not in the ring. But that usually also means that he gets in the ring to cause the finish.
Right.
Historically. I'll see you at Bound for Glory. Oh, right. So Abyss had promised that he was going to murder Kurt Angle 4 weeks before the Bound for Glory main event. And as you guys can see, Abyss did not live up to that. Because Kurt Angle is in fact still alive. Now, is Abyss still alive? We don't know that because Judias Mesias attempted to murder him with barbed wire.
Oh, Kurt Angle's with Dr. Nash. Oh, he's publicly apologizing to him from No Surrender. I actually have a Kevin Nash note, too. I'll tell you after we figure out.
No Surrender?
I think he just kind of yelled at him.
Huh.
Would you accept my apology? Nash says, yeah, we're cool. Hug? He hugs him. Nash still's got his hands in his pockets. Oh, sit down. I want to tell you something, he says. Hey, there's the IWGP title right there.
There it is.
Chair shots. We were whooping his butt. Kurt Angle says, I haven't felt that good in years. Oh, Nash says, you guys don't know Sting like I know Sting. There's like nice Sting and creepy dark evil Sting. Karen says, you're completely overreacting. Yeah. The little group I was in, the NWO. We decided we would punk Sting, spray paint him, knock him around a little bit. So the next 2 years, our lives was a total living hell. You guys are kicked the sleeping dog.
I don't know why I think it's so funny. We punk Sting and then our lives were living hell for 2 years.
Oh, what is this? Someone just walked in to give Karen Angle a note.
Is she going to serve papers?
She's just putting it in her pocket. Kurt's like, well, you slapped him. He told me to slap him and then beat the hell out of him. Allegedly. What is your problem? Kurt tells Karen, just sit down, Karen. What do we do? You guys need to come up with an answer. You got to do something. No damage control. Karen, you're going to apologize to Sting. She's like, nope, I'm not doing it. Nope.
Curry is he's so good. He can be a absolute malicious heel, and then he can be a coward heel in the same moment.
So funny.
He's just like, you are apologizing. I didn't do any of this. This was all you. What the fuck?
Nash is like, you got to figure this out. Okay, we're going into our intro here. So apparently there is talk about using Kevin Nash once again as a wrestler. Now, ultimately, it's going to be Jeff Jarrett's decision because Dutch Mantel currently is against it, feeling that he's burned the company on too many jobs in the past. Russo, with his usual not caring about any history, is the one pushing for it because Nash was a star in the late 90s.
Of course, that's Russo's logic. He doesn't care. He would bring in. He's probably being like, yeah, bring Scott Hall in. Who cares if he's done whatever 7,000 times? I mean, come on, he's a star.
Yeah,
it's Razor, of course. I'm trying to think of somebody else that would be like just a horrible person to bring in. He'd probably do it just because, like, oh, you had a good pay-per-view once.
Look at this match graphic. It's official. Kurt Angle versus Sting for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Yeah, Bound for Glory.
Well, this is Judas.
This is Judas, our opening contest. We're going to see him in ring right away.
Is he by himself?
I don't know. That's what I was just wondering too. It does not look like Father James Mitchell is with him.
Weird. Well,
this individual is so powerful and evil that he was going to send Abyss straight to hell.
Is he going to like spit blood out right now? No.
Yeah, he's going to dribble it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
No soul, no conscience.
I really hope he's not fighting Shark Boy because, like, that's rough.
2 in a row.
In a row.
Is he going to lift his head up and spit it out?
We know you have it in your mouth.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's Eric Young. That might be worse. For just, like, Eric Young's
Eric Young's been through a lot.
Yeah. I don't know why I chuckle every time he gets scared by the pyro.
Every so funny.
Time. Oh, Judas looks kind of short. Is Andrew Thomas taller than fucking Judias Mesias?
He kind of looks like it right there, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's got plenty of muscle.
No,
he's gonna scare Eric Young by like spitting out the blood. Right
there, it is.
Yeah, he did it.
Now, Judas here is still active in 2025, quite active, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yeah, and those who don't,
Puerto Rico,
mostly Mexico, I believe. A lot of AAA. He goes by El Mesias now. He's also formerly known as Mil Muertes, for those fans of Lucha Underground. Ricky Banderas, he was on Wrestling Society X.
I feel like I've heard about I think we've talked about the Lucha Underground. I don't think I ever knew or realized that.
Yeah, and he was pretty solid there too. He's got more tattoos later on, but
that was a main character for that show, right?
Yeah, that was like the big bad for a while.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention it while we were seeing the what's it called there? I just saw it real quick, but he was also, I believe, Mil Muertes in MLW as well. But who watched that?
Nobody.
So the beatdown on Abyss, it's pretty interesting that I feel like there's a formula with Abyss recently, and that's beat him down, bloody him up in the ring, make him look weak as fuck, and then he comes back trying to get revenge, only to get beat down and bloodied up in the ring again.
Yeah,
and it's happened so much in the last year and a half that he looks like such like a less of a monster than he did at one point in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the formula is usually you get a lot of heat on the face. So you build the heel up. Is he just hit the... Let's call that the straight to hell, because that's what Don West just said.
He just said he just took Eric Young straight to hell, and Eric Young got no offense in, essentially.
None. So that's kind of the point, right? But
right.
So what I was saying with Abyss, though, is they never give the heat back to Abyss. He never gets that monumental win. He did never beat Christian Cage in the feud at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I completely agree with you that he is not at the same level in terms of presentation that he was in 2004, 2005. Sharkboy hesitated, but he's running down now. It wasn't Black Rain. It was Black Rain that fucked him up before. It wasn't this guy. Why is he afraid?
Dan West says, I would not go near that ring with Judias Mesias in the center of it.
Well, at least we know Sharkboy isn't concussed.
That's true. He takes Sharkboy straight to hell. So
that's got to be the name.
Eric Young is very bloody right now.
Mm-hmm.
That happened when they were outside of the ring, but it's definitely opened up a bit more post-match. It's pretty wild that the crowd does not like the Judias Mesias situation right now.
Well, I don't think they liked the...
Oh,
it's fucking Rhino.
Rhino. No, I wouldn't have done that. He just backed down, got out of the ring. Nope. Yeah, new monster should not be backing down.
I don't... Was the chair? He had a chair too. I don't know.
Right, we're backstage with Crystal, with AJ Styles and Tomko. AJ set all of this stuff up. He looks like he set up for a whole party. Oh, it's for Christian. A celebration because you're wrestling one of the biggest, baddest Samoans ever. A luau. Tomko, get your lay on? Nope, doesn't matter. Oh my god. Tomko was like, hey, we're facing one half of our opponents at Bound for Glory, the Tag Team Champions. Would you like to take one guess? Which half of the champions you think they're fighting tonight?
Yeah, it's absolutely Adam Pacman Jones. I mean, no brainer.
Yeah, it's not. I told Cornette to find me the biggest, baddest Samoan he could find me tonight. Because you found Fatu. I know how good you are and how talented you are. Really?
I'm trying to think of any other Samoan they could have grabbed for this.
Yokozuna.
He died 7 years ago. He's also Yokozuna is Japanese. He's a sumo wrestler.
Oh, shit, you're right. I'll give you.
Did I ever tell you the story about how I was talking to a younger wrestling fan, and I was gaslighting him into saying that Yokozuna wasn't Samoan?
You might have.
And then he looked up and he's like, his name's Rodney. And I go, no, his name's Yokozuna. He's Japanese. And I was like, you honestly think that they would have a Samoan portray a Japanese guy? Get out of here. That's
so
insane.
Funny. Oh. Team 3D are promising. Each team one by one as the Steiners are working on healing up to see if they can have a match. Now we're getting a little Steiners Team 3D highlight package here. Random note for you that I'm sure we'll cover at some point in time for our indie notes is that it's noted that Samoa Joe, Rhino, and Hernandez were all working in Germany over the weekend. So that's a pretty fun group to go overseas together.
Can't believe we even showed you an ounce of respect.
Yes, they're showing them crushing the throat of Steiner. That footage of them putting Steiner through the table is definitely in fast forward, and I feel like they're trying to make it seem like it wasn't.
All right. Well, that is not directly announced, but that's going to be a Bound for Glory match.
Yeah, the end quote was Steiner yelling, "You name the time and the place." Here comes AJ Styles with Tomko in tow.
Well, I know the time, and I know the place. Bound for Glory. We'll see you there.
Now, they just said before we went to commercial, Styles is in fact fighting Ron Killings. What a surprise.
Oh, shoot. Wow. That's
I know. Now, they do have TV commercials that they're airing for Bound for Glory, and they're all built around Pacman Jones, who at this point is booked for that tag team title match, of course, and still, by court order, not allowed to make any physical contact. They call him the most talked about man in professional wrestling today and push him as the biggest star on the show. I guess when the commercials were first made, there was a lot of talk from the first media storm, but it's down to nothing now. And in fact, the only the only reason people aren't furious and calling that TNA ripped them off on the last pay-per-view with Jones, billed as a match, and not having any physical contact in the match is because nobody bought the show or cared about him in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that's from Dave Meltzer is bringing that up.
That's a good point that no one bought the show.
Well, they were hoping that they booked this match of like, oh, Pacman's gonna wrestle, but we said it as soon as they debuted him because Killings came out and literally said you can't wrestle. They already told us he cannot wrestle, even on TV. Even if we weren't covering these backstage news and notes,
we know
Killings said it on TV.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say something I can't remember. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, here we go. The two former NWA world heavyweight champions
Great point.
are squaring off. Pacman Jones can technically not touch anybody. I feel bad for Ron.
Well, it's interesting because he comes back. He's like, fine, I'll work this angle. And then he gets put into, I don't know, it's just like a weird situation, I feel like, for him. But I feel like he had to also sort of know what he was getting into, right?
You have to. I mean, it puts him in some kind of spotlight, right? I mean, he gets to work. He's a tag team champion again. I would imagine he does not want to be doing this. I'm sure.
Heavily featured. You know what's really interesting? And when Pacman made his debut, and we discussed a lot about it, because I never knew until we literally talked about it on the show, all of the controversies and all that stuff that he's involved with at this time. I feel like every time I've saw someone post about him, about his time in TNA, winning the tag team titles, which I knew was going to happen because of that, I feel like no one ever says anything bad. Like I feel like I just never see anything bad about him. So I was like, oh, former TNA Tag Team Champion Pacman Jones at this convention. And like now in hindsight, it's like, well, that wasn't probably good, is it?
No. I don't. I feel like I've always seen people being like, yeah, remember that debacle of Pacman Jones?
Well, it's very clear watching it that it is not good.
Right. Oh, it was about the buy rate thing. I remember looking it up, and do you want to take a guess at what the no surrender buy rate was? Approximate.
Oh, like how many people bought it?
Yeah, how many households?
8,000.
Double it.
16.
Yeah.
That ain't
That's
good because
That's pretty bad.
because a lot of them that, from what I remember, end up being like 35.
I think usually the average is around like 22 and a half to 35.
Right.
Somewhere in that is usually your ballpark.
Right.
The 35 usually being your Bound for Glory or Lockdown.
Right. That's what yeah. The higher end is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That video was the commercial, which is play. We've seen that, I think, but Dave noted it this week, so I wanted to mention it again. But they play Pacman's song and all that kind of stuff.
How do you not fucking tear a groin?
Yeah, if you did that splits, what would you do? Look at he does it to duck the clothesline, hits him with the spin kick, and he gets up and does it again anyway.
Yeah, no, I need an ambulance. That's what I would do. That's just not. My balls would be on the ground rolling because I would have torn my scrotum. Without question. That would suck. Yeah, so 16,000 households. Now, I mean, you really think about it, it was, if you're looking at just a main event, I mean, Kurt and Abyss did not have the hype behind it to justify a main event pay-per-view match.
Right. Definitely right. Well, Ron Killing's got the upper hand here against one of the number one contenders for his tag team titles, AJ Styles.
I think I like Ron better when his jeans are just belt buckles and he constantly is jiggling.
Oh. I like Ron Killings as a heel much better than a babyface.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I like him better as a babyface. Now, his heel work in the beginning of TNA is great. This is not really interesting me, but
see, I feel like I like how he's working better in the ring. He's cockier. He's working a little bit harder against Styles. The work in the beginning of TNA, the mic work and stuff. Oh my god, dude, that shit's really good. And a lot of people don't even know about it.
Correct. I think as we were watching this match, and maybe it'll make sense to some people, maybe not, but Ron Killings to me has a babyface face.
I know what you mean. Well, the thing is, he's a really good babyface,
right?
But I think he is good at working heel as well.
Sure, no, he definitely is.
Oh, what a beautiful spin kick by AJ Styles. Hey, this is completely random, but AJ Styles is in the ring. I just saw, maybe it was yesterday. Look at that moonsault reverse DDT combo. Oh. Boom, nailed it.
There wasn't even a hesitation on that.
Nope. I think because he was slipping, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, here's the replay. Yeah, that was good, though. Notice that he goes flat on his stomach when he goes down instead of going back like a scorpion death drop now. Right. He might have switched it up when Sting started coming in. AJ Styles, from 2010-ish, with the Get Ready to Fly theme, is going to be appearing in the WWE 2K25 game in an update.
Over under 15 months before WWE has purchased TNA.
I don't know. Oh, shoot. Pacman Jones just got in the ring and sprayed the spray paint in AJ Styles' eyes. Ron Killings hits the axe kick. And that's a pin.
Okay, so two things. Number one, he didn't physically get involved, but he got involved. And number two, that's a massive upset, I still think.
Yeah, but he cheated. He was about to hit. He's about to hit the Styles Clash. Look at this shirt that's stuck to the belt, and he's just not moving it.
Yeah, he doesn't even care.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron.
Ron's a pro. He's like, let me get that.
JB with Karen Angle in the back. Oh, really special message to Sting. She requested this time. Open public statement to you, Sting. done some terrible things to you, horrible things to you. Asking you for the opportunity to please make it up to you. If you are the true gentleman that you say you are, you will meet this lady in the ring tonight. Seems like a setup to me.
No way. You're crazy.
Oh, we're getting like a full movie commercial here. Our version. Oh, okay, we're go. And we're back. Now, if you're following along with us, we're at 24 minutes and 55 seconds. Hey, here comes Karen right now. She's not really giving Sting much time to think about it, huh?
No. What, 3 minutes? A commercial break?
Literally. Sting, could you just please meet me in the ring later tonight? As in about 120 seconds.
Right. I like how we like saw what happened backstage, obviously. And then she does this interview acting as if we didn't see. I mean, I get it. I mean, that's wrestling. Right? I understand, but this is funny.
My favorite part of this is that the crowd in the building did not see either one of those segments, probably. And now she's just coming out.
Right.
And look, she's pretty much saying the same thing she just said in the interview, probably to catch the fans up.
She
for
has
an apology.
to. Yeah.
They're booing the shit out of her. Karen Angle has always been a heat magnet.
Mm-hmm.
Being married to the great Olympic champion, the 11-time world champion. I just got caught up in the moment. It was just one slap.
Maybe 3, maybe 4. So she's still lying.
That's so funny. Your sincerity is overwhelming.
This is cracking me up. I'm sorry for what I put you through. You only slapped me once, maybe 3, 4 times. Not a big deal.
What do you say, Sting? Oh, he's talking.
Where are you?
I say this. I say if I'm going to get caught up in another Angle plot, you're wrong. Oh, here he is. Crowd's cheering him, though. It'll be just Kurt Angle and just Sting at Bound for Glory for the world title. No tricks and no Karen Angle.
Whoa.
Who's going to stop me, Cornette? Have you read the letter, Karen? And that's right, the letter that is in her pocket.
Right.
Oh, it's a restraining order. You can't come within 50 feet of me between now and Bound for Glory, or you will be arrested, handcuffed, and carted away to jail.
How far away is she right now?
She's probably good now, because I bet you he's going to start walking. He's moving within 50 feet, and she's backing up, because she doesn't want to get arrested. Oh, and she fell. He got scared. He scared her.
Here's the thing.
Look who's coming. It's the police.
Police security. So, it says police shirts, but give me a fucking break, dude. Are you kidding me? They have police shirts on. Like,
they're the ones who were here for Pacman, I think, right? Police. You think those guys are cops, dude?
No, absolutely not.
You think that skinny neck guy is a cop? Well, they're arresting her, and here comes Kurt Angle.
Stupid. But I just want to point out that when Sting was like going towards the corner, there was a slight second of Joker Sting.
Yeah, but it was.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I definitely saw it. He got like the crazy mouth and the eyes.
Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I hate this view. So we're following her out, going through the tunnel. Seeing the tunnel from behind, it looks awful. I hate seeing that. Wait, the outside is right here?
Yeah, it's a soundstage.
Yeah, I didn't realize the entrance tunnel leads to the outside.
Hmm.
Look, there's a giant crocodile with a crown on right here. From a parade or something. Well, Karen has been officially arrested and taken away from the Impact Zone.
Yeah. Too bad.
Well, Christian Cage is going to single-handedly take down the Samoa Nation, he says.
Oh yeah, Christian Cage and Junior Fatu.
I do have one final note, and it's about Junior Fatu. And believe it or not, Bob, Junior Fatu has not signed a deal yet.
What?
They've been apparently trying to get him in full time, but so far, he is only committed to, these 3 episodes of tapings. He also apparently wanted to use the name Kishi, which he's been using overseas and on the independents. But TNA didn't want to risk WWE firing a nasty letter to them, and that is why they are calling him Junior Fatu. And that's also why last week he came out with a jacket on that said Kishi.
Junior
Coming from the Isle of Samoa. What does that say? Oh my god. For some reason I thought it said booty liquor. I was like, Bob, what is he wearing?
Wait, it doesn't say liquor, does it? That says
No, it says licious. It does. It does. But at first, I thought it said booty liquor, and I was like, no.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, man. Rikishi just, I don't know. Doesn't seem like he fits in with the TNA vibe.
No. Listen, I know I was being a hater last week in a debut and stuff, but you're right. Does this feel like TNA to you?
No.
You know what it feels like to me?
Hmm.
If we're in the asylum and we needed to do something on a 2-hour pay-per-view
Oh,
real quick.
yeah. Yep, like a weekly challenger for Jeff Jarrett.
Yep. You're damn right.
Absolutely.
Oh, Sex has a new opponent this week. It's Kishi.
Right. What's that? Nikita Koloff has a mystery partner. Rikishi's here.
Now imagine if Junior Fatu came out under a mask and he took it off and I just sat here in silence. And then for 3.5 years, Bob would be like, Dallas didn't know who Junior Fatu was.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, the positive thing is he looks exactly the same.
Junior Fatu does, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely does. So did Nikita Koloff.
I knew who that was, but...
Right.
Junior Fatu is extra tan tonight, though. I will say that.
Okay, so I didn't know if I was losing my mind because I was going to make a Sting tan joke, but I also was like, maybe he's just not tan. But
they want to strap him up.
Yeah. I bet you Junior Fatu got it tan. And he was like, so I'm beating Kurt, right? Like, yeah, that's the plan. I'm beating Kurt for the title. You're strapping me.
Oh, yeah. Christian was going to probably slide under, but he saw the butt. The bootylicious.
The bootylicious. Backdrop by Junior Fatu.
Oh boy, we're zooming in.
Well, you know, this is kind of disappointing because it's not even a thong.
Okay. This is my... Okay, you're thinking about the tan. I was thinking that his tights were kind of always up his ass a little bit, and they're not.
What? He usually had like a thong, didn't he?
I thought so, but tonight they're not.
Tonight they're not. Unless he like hikes them up when he does it. I could have sworn though. It was like,
that's what I'm wondering. I kind of thought the cheeks were always kind of out though.
And
then he did it a little extra when he went for the stink face.
Yeah.
Well, they ain't out at all tonight on TNA. I wonder if they were like, brother, You gotta try out these other pair because those ones aren't working. Now that waist thing he's wearing that says Bootylicious has spun almost completely backwards now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder if it's similar to the Team 3D thing where they couldn't get tables. Maybe WWE's like, listen, don't show your butt cheeks.
You can't show your ass on TV.
Don't show your ass, buddy. Oh.
Okay. I know this match isn't done, but I'm saying this anyway. Not that he was necessarily the most impressive in the world, and I understand why they are not using him. But I'm already more impressed with what Andrew Martin did than what Junior Fatu is doing right now. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's a tough comparison.
Impressed is probably not the right word either, but I would rather have a test on here than Kishi.
Well, I think the best thing that Test had going for him is that he was looking legitimately like the Punisher.
Yeah. They could use... Okay. Hear me out. You use Andrew Martin, the Punisher, instead of Matt Morgan. As like Cornette's guy. Limited in ring. Looks very intimidating.
Test is not a bad worker.
Oh, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, like, if they weren't impressed with how he was in the ring, then use him as like a bodyguard guy, and then he can still wrestle. But kind of like Tomko. Tomko wrestles a decent amount, but he's definitely more of like, hey, he's like the muscle of the group.
Yeah. Well, the Morgan connection with Cornette, I think, makes too much sense to not do it.
Yeah, but we know that, but other people don't know that.
That's fair. Like, I don't know if I would have known that necessarily in 2007.
I can tell you right now, I didn't. I couldn't even remember that Matt Morgan was here so early.
I'm a fucking nerd, so maybe I did know that, but...
Junior Fatu just hit a savant kick, and his waist thing is now completely turned backwards. The Bootylicious is now facing the back in the booty area.
So that would tell us that it's too big on him, right? That he's moving it around like that?
Could be. Well, guess what? Christian Cage just went down.
Is he doing that on purpose for when he does the snake face that says Bootylicious?
I was wondering.
Yeah. Is he gonna hype it up?
Does this work in 2007 though? Like, I just feel like I'm not here for this.
No, this works in the Attitude Era.
Yes.
But I wouldn't say right now, no.
Well, Christian avoided it, went to the top rope, getting thrown off. It's just like the Ric Flair spot. At the top rope, it just gets tossed down.
I mean, that is the Flair spot, yeah. It would work. Rikishi would work in WWE if there was like a Randy Orton, right? And like Triple H wanted to like embarrass him. And then he had him handcuffed in the corner, and Rikishi does a stink face to him. Something like that. Make him snap more.
Well, he's up on the middle rope.
Oh,
knees up to the groin.
Right to his nuts.
He's about to hit the bonsai. Christian Cage just loosened up the turnbuckle cover, but Earl's going to try to fix that as he gets hit with a Samoan drop.
One, two. Oh. Christian kicking out just barely at the count of two.
Nice Samoan drop. Hit him real fast with it.
Who's that?
Oh, AJ Styles here. Savant kick.
Another savant kick.
Oh, Styles slips Christian off the back with a roll up. And that's a 3. He did a very sloppy pin to pin Junior Fatu.
What the hell was that?
Oh, he used the tights a little. Okay, we couldn't really see that.
I got that, but Rikishi could have like moved.
Junior Fatu.
Junior Fatu. I mean, that finish was bad.
Yeah, that was not a good finish. And now
That was weird.
he's attacking Styles Inc. and Christian Cage. I was gonna say he didn't even get his shit in, and guess what he's about to do? Get the shit
the
in.
stink face on fucking AJ Styles. That's what he's about to do.
Assume the position.
Where's Samoa Joe?
Yeah, right. Oh, he's not even lifting him up. He's doing the side of his butt cheek to Styles.
The side of his butt cheek. He didn't even like get him good. Is he?
Why did he do it like that? Okay, he did it a little bit better to Christian. Maybe not.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Well, Tomko's attacking him, so it don't matter now.
Weird. Yeah, now the fans understand their cue to chant for Joe.
I don't know, dude. If I was working in the back and that was the performance I just saw from Junior Fatu, I'd be like, thanks, but no thanks.
I'd be like, hey, man, remember that contract we gave you? It's actually a restraining order, so you can't be within 50 feet of us.
Samoa Joe's out here cleaning house. Back elbow on Christian Cage. Gets him out of the ring. Goes after Tomko now. Let's see. And headbutt. He's helping the family. Samoa Joe and Junior Fatu.
This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Look at his dream team.
The dream team. No, I like the Matt Morgan Samoa Joe dream team from last week. Wait. James Mitchell has orchestrated an attack in the back. Look at this.
What the
Judias Mesias is attacking Sting. He's got a rope around his neck.
Is he gonna? He's gonna run him over.
Why is he wearing his entrance jacket to attack Sting in? Oh, it's a noose. What an impact. We're heading toward Bound for Glory. Okay, so Crash Anthem's song for the ending of this is Biggest Letdown. And I feel like that episode of Impact was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, sure was.
What the heck? Last week was so good.
Yeah, it was really good. See, this has got me concerned for a 2-hour show. Like, is the first hour going to be good, and the second hour is going to be like, oh shit, that sucked.
Wait, next week, will Judias Mesias continue his rampage? That's the hype? I thought they were going to announce a match or something. Okay.
Oh, this is for Judias Mesias. Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, that wasn't my favorite episode of Impact, I'll say that much.
I'm stunned. You like every episode of Impact.
I was going to say it's more of a middle-of-the-road episode. I don't think it was bad.
Oh my god. This...
Wait, you think it was bad, huh? You can say it's bad.
I really didn't think it was good. I don't think it was such a high for the first episode. I was like, yeah, hey, that was good. And then the second episode felt like a really badly written soap opera.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was not a good episode of Impact.
Did you even read the contract? To read it.
Well, I like that part. I like that segment. I like
Karen Angle was the MVP of this episode.
Absolutely. I like the opening segment with the Dr. Nash stuff. I like Styles and Killings. I even like Judias Mesias beating Eric Young's ass. I know the fans don't like it, but I kind of like that character right now. So I don't understand why Mitchell's not like with him. It's kind of weird.
That's confusing. Yes.
I think, I mean, the low point for me is Junior Fatu, which is what they hyped you up to watch on this episode.
Right.
And I don't think that there was enough. They gave us maybe too much last week. You know what I mean? Maybe they should have saved that backstage announcement angle with Cornette for this week or something like that. Maybe they just needed to kind of balance that out. But that's why I think I'm in the middle. Like, there's enough that I liked about the show that I could say that. Did I like it even nearly close to last week? No.
I feel like this episode was bad enough where I don't need to be like, hey, it's in the middle. It's not a horrible show. Like you mentioned, there is some like entertaining aspects to it. But I haven't ended this, came to the end of the show being like, oh, hey, that was a good time.
Right. I think the scariest part for me is we have one more episode from this taping. And usually that's the one that's not good.
The worst one, right.
But now the worst one might be in the middle. I don't know.
Yeah,
it really just depends on what happens.
Yeah. That's right.
And then after that, it's 2 hours, so they better start being good.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get pretty interesting.
Well, hopefully it gets interesting.
Sure.
Yeah, so we don't know anything wrestling-wise for next week's episode, which is the September 27th edition of Impact. But as you noted, it is the final taping of the 3. And then it's 2 hours.
Yeah. We're there, and then we're at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, Bound for Glory. So I'm still excited for Bound for Glory. This is just a little bit of maybe a speed bump in terms of entertainment. But there's still plenty of feuds that they haven't even really touched on for Bound for Glory. So we still got plenty of material to work with. And
exactly.
Hopefully there's an announcement that Brock Lesnar has signed with TNA.
It's coming, dude. We're going to get that one.
That's what we're hoping for. All right. Join us for next week's episode for when we watch the September 27th edition of Impact. Until then, for Dallas Gridley, I am Bob Colling Jr., and this has been the TNA Cross the Line podcast.
3, 2, 1. He's back. It's the Pacman